Hey guys, Dissection of Violence here. We got another one for you. UFC 2329. It's gonna be a busy week. I'm not gonna be in town for this. I will be in Vegas for the fights. UFC 329. We'll get to it. I'm gonna recap quickly the Baku card. Not this week, but last week. Um, I'm gonna do this. This is on the 7th. We might have another fight announcement. I doubt it, but it is what it is. I'll do a little rant here after I'm done with this card, and then we'll get into a little bit of a rant. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got UFC to Baku. Pretty good card, as you guys can see. I'm not homeless anymore. I'm getting into Dissection of Violence territory, not my name, Jaden. Jaden's homeless. Dissection looks presentable. So now that I'm in Vegas, I kind of have to be the alter ego. So now you guys get a clean cut version of me. Um, yeah, you know, I think I'm okay the way I was, but some people prefer me looking like this. So, I'm a people person. Not really, but I'm here to appease. Anyways, yeah, UFC 3, no, UFC Baku, decent card, honestly. Let me see here. What would I rate this card? I did like a 7, 7 or an 8. 7. Yeah. Let's go through it though. We got some of them I can't talk about, like this one, Tahira Abdullah versus Nascimento. Still haven't seen this fight. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I was so low on sleep. Before this one, I had my birthday. Now 25 years old. I know I'm basically cooked. One more year and I'm hunk status. So yeah, man, times flies. I started this channel, I think, in 2022 or 2023. So when I was 21, 22, now here I am, 25 years old, and yeah. So I didn't get to watch this fight. I was so tired, and my alarm, for some reason, wake up off the first one. And yeah, so I woke up at the end of this fight. I'm hearing it was an early stoppage. Yeah, don't know. I didn't watch the fight, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm not gonna speak about a fight I didn't watch. My pick was Nascimento. I'm hearing he didn't do well. I don't know what happened. I'm probably gonna watch that fight eventually, just because I'm a fan of Nascimento, and just to hear guys seems pretty good. So give me some comments below what you guys thought of this fight, but I haven't seen it yet, so I have no thoughts. Yeah, so we got Vexat Almacan versus Gene Matsumoto. This was a good fight, honestly. Gene just fought. I don't agree with unanimous. I thought it was a split, but I can see why the judges gave it to Gene. He just threw more, in my opinion, more volume. I feel like Vexat did well at rounds three and potentially even won, but it was a close fight. Definitely could see why they gave it to Gene. I don't agree with the unanimous, but whatever. Some judges see it different. I actually live bet Gene, so this worked out for me. But man, I was not expecting to win. Honestly, I thought that, especially where they were, I thought for sure this fight was not going to go my way. So grateful it did because I needed it. Needed it. Definitely needed it after that one. Oh, moving on though. Danil Donchenko versus Theodore Bergen. Didn't really expect anything different. Donchenko's just, UFC level. Bergen is not. It's that simple. No need to go into it. Bergen's a terrible nail. He got TKO'd. Not surprised. Moving on. Con Offley versus Reyes. This one actually surprised me because I did think Reyes is a bit overrated, but I didn't think he was that overrated. I know he's hittable, but I just didn't rate Con striking enough. One of someone I know, Narco, he actually called this fight to a T. So you guys need to check out Narco's Discord. He's killing it this year. I'm doing well this year, as you guys know if you're in my Discord. But man, Narco's killing it too. So definitely tap in with him. His is paid, but it's definitely worth the money. Go check him out. He called this Con Offley fight to a T. He did really well last UFC. A lot of great reads. And yeah, so definitely check him out. But yeah, back to the fight. I think Konafli has improved a lot. Honestly, like his boxing has improved. Um, and yeah, he just completely shut Javier Reyes down and put him out. I think he had TKO. No, submission. Yeah, submission. It's a great finish. Great finish from Konofli. Definitely going to keep my eyes on him going forward. Reyes, that dance beforehand was cringe. You kind of deserve to get finished at that point. Anyways, we also had a lotto play. This was the first leg. We had Nursultan Ruziboev submission, and then Ruziboev by and then we had sub, and then Yukayev KO1. So that was pretty crazy, honestly. The odds were pretty wild. Plus 1,000 just on Ruzi Boa by submission. That was wild. Catch that. Honestly, I should have made that an official bet. I didn't. I kind of screwed up there. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't capitalize on things, but it is what it is. We made some money off that. We made some money on the lotto, so I'm happy with that. Run 3 units on the lotto, and I think I can't remember. It's something like a unit or something on the submission, so I'll take it. But yeah, Pulayev, it's not that. He's just not that good, man. Like Pulayev, he's a good striker, but his grappling's just not there. Decent takedown defense, but Ruziboev's just ultimate veteran, and I thought the size could have been an issue, but I just feel like my buddy was really confident on Ruziboev this last week, and I just didn't have any real confidence in him. Wish I did because he looked good. So good win for Ruziboev. Moving on. This wasn't even a fight coming up next. We just had Yukayev KO him in 8 seconds. That was insane. Poor Julius Walker flew all that way to get knocked out in 8 seconds. Pretty wild. Walker follows me, so I'm gonna reserve any comments. He's a good guy. Unfortunate, it's the way the game goes sometimes. And Yukayev, yeah, I had him by KO. I just don't like how Walker interacts his shots and his defense. So, cashed just the lotto parlay, but I definitely was feeling it for Walker because he's a good guy, good family, and yeah, he deserved a better showing than that. But I'll take the KO, right? It's like I know I could put aside my feelings and admiration and like for a person than my job. So if we're friends, I probably won't bet on you, but I don't know this guy from a hole in the ground. We follow each other on the ground, but it's not like we're friends or anything. So I have to do what I gotta do, man. Sorry, Walker, but yeah, it just made a lot of sense. Give me plus 200, and I don't think he was gonna out grapple you. So that was my logic, and it paid off. So again, I'm gonna run through these guys, trying to see how far I am. Hassanov versus Nolan. Nolan, man, that was such a winnable fight. Look at the second round. If he had an ounce of a better takedown defense, Hassanov would have been screwed. Hassanov was dead tired, like dead tired. He had nothing. He was so tired, it was not even funny, and Nolan just could not take advantage of it because Nolan got tired too from the wrestling. So unfortunate, Hassanov's day will come. I'm sure of it, but it won't be today, and or it won't be that day, and or wasn't that day, and Nolan, just isn't very good. 8-5, he's gonna be on his way to the UFC in no time. So yeah, win for Hassanov, I guess. Wrestled his way to a victory. No real damage. Moving on, Abus Magomedov versus Michelle Oleksiejczuk. Beautiful finish from Abus. Step in elbow, hurts him, drops Oleksiejczuk. Finishes with the beautiful guillotine finish. Yeah, Abus, man, he's when he's on, he's on. I'm pretty sure if it got extended, he probably would have got melted. But in that first round, he's pretty dangerous, and he is a skilled fighter. So definitely can't underestimate him. Not plus money, I felt like it was a no-brainer. I had to play him at plus money. Wish I went bigger, but hindsight, right? Wasn't too sure with this one. But yeah, Abus got the win. Awesome. Moving on. Ikram Alascara versus Bruno Ferreira. That Ikram was my lock of the card. I just thought Bruno was coming off a KO. Maybe his confidence wasn't there, and we have Alaskarov here who's definitely, he's maybe not in his neck of the woods, but I feel like he would have got the judge's nod even if it was close. I just feel like Alaskarov is, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about Baku, but they did not, wasn't too biased with the judge, and the judging was pretty fair. So, other than a few fights, but they weren't Muslim or anything. So, yeah. No, you can't really say there's much bias there. Aliskerov got the win. He just wrestled, had a good game plan, did well. Bruno just couldn't really out hang with the wrestling. Moving on, Almabayev versus Charles Johnson. I had Almabayev here, or sorry, I had Charles Johnson. Terrible pick in hindsight, but I thought he could do more with the wrestling. Almabayev's just a freak. He's improved a lot. 24-3 for a reason. First guy to submit Charles Johnson too, so you can tip his cap to that. Great win for Almabayev. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Almabayev's really really good, and Charles Johnson's just gonna be a good journeyman. He's beat the champ. He's beat Kavanaugh. He has certain styles where he can do well, but I guess just heavy grapplers are his weakness. Heavy grapplers with good cardio, I mean. And yeah, it is what it is. The guy's his own height, but yeah. Um, yeah, Camilo versus Sadikov. This is where I kind of got a little frustrated because Sadikov, I feel like he could show more. It's just that first round, I feel like he was going to struggle, and he got KO'd in the first round in the first real exchange they had. So yeah, that's really unfortunate getting KO'd like that in your home. But yeah, Sadikov is just not really defensively sound, and he's always getting hurt every single fight. So it's not surprising to me he got caught in the first round. It was like plus 1100 I got on Camilo just as an arbitrage. I played Sadikov, but I also had that arb ready on the KO. And what do you know? Sadikov got slept, and Camilo is, you know, and Camilo is now, you know, what do I even say? Camilo's up now. I don't even know what I'm saying honestly. It's tired. It's tired. I'm tired, and it's late, and yeah, and I still haven't even gotten to the UFC McGregor card. I'm gonna have to take like I don't even know, maybe like a little energy drink or candy or something after this part, but we'll see. I might just run and go get some candy, honestly, or it's too a little early. Might just get a little energy drink. I don't know. I'll go decide here shortly. But yeah, Camilo. Yeah, he's just dangerous early. Sadikov's too hittable and vulnerable early, so pretty rough recipe for Sadikov there. It is what it is. KO1. People say it's an early stoppage. You're covering up. You're not really defending yourself. Smart. You're just covering up. So I'm not mad at the stoppage. And I had money on Sadikov. So moving on. Shara Magomedov versus Michelle Pereira. Michelle Pereira, he started off well. He dropped Shara, but he couldn't really do much with it. He kind of he's not the smartest fighter. You got him down, and yeah, I agree. There should have probably been a point taken from Shara. Not so much for the hair pulling, but for the eye poke in the third round when Herb said, "Do not foul again." But it's Herb Dean. What do you expect at this point? The guy's probably the worst ref in the game right now. It's supposed to be the what's it called again? The gold standard, and he's just the worst one. So, but yeah, Shara Magomedov got it done. He just out volume, did more in 2-3. And yeah, it's that simple. Good win for Shara. I had Shara as my main play with Ikram and Cash, so did really well that card. Honestly, really really good. So yeah, moving on. Fiziev versus Torres. Cash this one. This one, I think everyone in the betting space was on one side here. We had Fiziev KO and KO 2-3-4. Cashed in 2, KO 2. Great win for Fiziev. Back in the win column. Hometown win. Magical way to cap off the night. And yeah, good card. We cashed about 14 units. Did really well on pretty well on picks. I can't remember all of them right now, but we'll look at the prospect of the card here. I would probably give that probably Akayev, honestly, because Hasana was pretty shit. Now if I could give my best fight of the card, I'd probably have to say probably Beckstad and Jean, or yeah, Beckstad and Jean probably is the best one in my opinion. Who got the bonuses? Do they know? Let me see. Fight of the night. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they don't think they gave out a fight of the night. Weird. Oh well. Moving on. Moving on. Let's get on with it. We had UFC 329. I'll get into my rant. Let me just I don't know, man. Let me get something. It's not good. I'm right about to sleep after this, but let me go get a drink and I'll be right back. It only lasts me like an hour anyways, so hopefully I go to sleep. I could still sleep after it. Never really tried doing this, but we'll see. I'm doing this for you guys. I don't have a lot of time here. I could probably do it Saturday or Sunday, but I want to get these done nice and early for everybody else. Usually lucrative posts on the Saturday or Sunday prior, so I'm gonna try to be ahead of him for once this time. This is by far the best flavor. I'm not getting sponsored or anything, but if you guys are looking for energy drinks, this. Let me see. I don't want to drop it in all of my keyboard. Oh, maybe here. Yeah, Alani, the Cosmic Stardust. That's the best flavor in my opinion, honestly. Very good. You guys are just gonna see me enjoy this, savor this. This is really good. I'm not gonna finish it obviously right now, but man, I just can't get over how this tastes. It's like my childhood in a can. It's like I can't get over how good this tastes. Like I can't get over it. One more, and I promise I'll stop. Give me this free promo. Okay, now I'm ready. No, just joking. But yeah, 17 minutes. I think it's pretty fair breakdown. Most of that was probably me giving free promo, but jokes aside, good card. But let's get into this one. So yeah, let's get into the ramp. Okay, so we got UFC 329. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty salty. I wasn't gonna go to this card, but I wanted to go to UFC X. So UFC X is actually it's a fan expo, but it's like for all the fans to come out, enjoy the fights, meet fighters, have a few drinks, hang out with the guys, catch up. That's just usually what I go there for. Power slap, you know. But let's get into it one by one. So I go into it thinking there's going to be the UFC X, like there is every year. And it turns out there's no UFC X this year. And I found that out last second. Now, I've already spent a lot of money on tickets, like a lot of money. I'm not here to flex. I'm just saying I spent a lot of money. Like, whatever amount you have in your head, times that by like five. And I've spent a lot of money on these tickets. And I was cool with that as long as there was UFC X. Okay. So yeah, now I found out as of yesterday there's no UFC X, which would have changed everything had I known prior. But unfortunately I didn't, so now I'm in a situation where I'm not going to sell my tickets because I have the ticket I want. But also the same time, it's like I really did want to go to this. So it's really a bummer because I would have probably waited another year to go to the UFC X, but it's all good. I'll make the best out of it. But another thing that's driving me nuts is the prices for Power Slap. Like when I went and I paid about a grand something for the best seats in the house, VIP experience, a coin, all this fun stuff. But then I'm over here like, okay, that should be how it is all the time, right? No. So I go to look at the prices for VIP for Power Slap. Come to find out, there is no VIP for Power Slap. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what the tickets are. The same seat I'm sitting in, maybe not the same exact one, but the same section, same row, it's not only I paid okay, I'll get into the numbers on this. It was like maybe like I said, $1,000 US. I'm looking for the same tickets, probably $15,000 Canadian. That is insane. Now, has Power Slap gone up that much? Like, there's like one women main event, and then yeah, there's some good fights, but it's like $15,000, really? So yeah, that's a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty salty about that, but you know, I just gotta plan this out better. Stop assuming things with these guys because the UFC didn't even announce they're not doing UFC X this year. They just kind of like slipped it under the rug and hoped that we wouldn't notice. But yeah, that was really annoying. I just found that out not yesterday, but the day before. Or not, I didn't find out. I found out yesterday, but they announced it the day before, so that doesn't really give you a lot of time. So it is what it is. I can't really complain. I'm blessed. I'm going on a trip. Most people would dream to go to the McGregor card, especially where I'm sitting. So I'm blessed. But man, this is really frustrating how the UFC did me dirty like that. Like not me specifically, but you get the drill or the gist. Alrighty, guys. Enough of me blabbering and complaining. Let's get into the UFC. I'll be here, so I'm gonna be front and show ready to watch this event. Should be good. Um, yeah, sorry, it's one of my boys from Vegas. I'm just gonna try to get some work in while I'm there. For you, I'll be in Thursday and Friday from until go home. Sorry, I go home on Sunday. Let's set something up. We could drill, get rounds in. Alrighty, I'll put my phone down, guys. Sorry. I'm just really excited. They canceled a lot of shit on me. I'm trying to get some training in to make up for the lack of bullshit I'm gonna have to deal with. Like seriously, what am I supposed to do in my room all day? Like I was planning on going to UFCX, chopping up with the okay. I can't even speak the way I want to speak on here. Chopping it up with the homies, the neighbors. You get what I'm saying? But instead, I have to sit in my hotel room and what? Pick my nose? Again, I'm being cautious what I want to say. You get what I want to say. I can't do much other than like very little in my room. So it's like I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna train. I'll be at Extreme. Um, if any of the homies at Extreme watch me or watch or know me through any of this, hit me up. Let's get some work in. I'll be in there. We'll get some training in, maybe some rounds, etc. Man, this is so annoying. But yeah, it is what it is. Make the best out of it, right? Can't complain. We only got one life. Got to make the best out of it. A lot of people in a lot worse situations. And I'm honestly blessed. I can't sit here and complain. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, the week still goes well, and I assume it will. But yeah, moving on. Let's get into it. UFC 330, 330. What the 329? I don't know why it's marketed like 330. 329. Holloway versus McGregor. I think this is a really good card. Like honestly, like on paper, I mean, yeah, it's like even the prelims pretty good. Honestly, I actually really like this card. But yeah, let's get into it. So we got UFC 329. Yeah, let's start it. Cody Durden versus Alessandro Costa. I gotta go with Alessandro Costa, but it's close. Eileen Costa. Let's see what the odds have him as. Bet online. I see feels how much sharper do I feel after that drink? It feels so much better. Let's see. Let me see something quick with the bare knuckle. Yeah, odds didn't move. Um, Costa's like negative 250. I think that's pretty fair because how Costa's looked lately. His last fight, he beat Schnell, but it's like, who are you facing that's like really putting a pace on you? Like, if you look at his record, the last person to put a pace on him, let me see here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Albazi, similar style, I guess, but like Cody Durden got, um, Kyoji got rocked by Albazi, so I don't know. Maybe Albazi has underrated power, but I don't know. I just we haven't really seen him face a heavy grappler in a while, so I think this could be an issue. I think there's going to be some dog plays on Cody Durden this week, maybe, because I do think Cost is a little bit overrated. I think he's good, but I don't think negative 250 is pretty accurate. But whatever, like I said, it's not far off what I think it should be. I mean, it kind of is, but I'm not running to bet Cody Durden, right? So I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I decide by the fight week. But right now, my pick will be Costa. I'm just not so sure about these odds because it's like Costa can get wrestled. He can get hurt. Sometimes he'll fall off the back or end up in on bottom. Maybe doing something stupid. But I just feel like he's trained with Lopez, and they both kind of been improving. Oh, excuse me. But I don't know. I think Costa gets it done. I just think he has power and subs. Like I think he's just a little dangerous for Cody. But I don't know. It's like I said, it's a closer fight than what the odds have it. But I'm just not running to bet Cody, just because I feel like Cody could get finished here. But I don't know. He looked really good his last fight against Fialho. So I really don't know. I'm gonna be watching this closely because this is a really good fight. Honestly, it's a better fight than the replacement. Ode versus Cody. Yeah, I'd much rather this fight anyway, any day of the week. So we got an upgrade here. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Alessandro Costa here, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Moving on, we have Ryan Gondra taking on Zach Reese. I'm gonna go with Ryan Gondry here. Honestly, like my gut is just screaming Ryan Gondra. Like I don't think he's that good or good really at all. But if I'm looking at the records or sorry the odds I have it, let me see here. Like actually, I think I have the odds flipped. Let me change that a little bit. I think Gondra is just a little bit better, honestly. I think Gondra has better power on the feet. He's gonna go for it. I feel like he does have some pretty good grappling. I think Reese does too. Who do I rate? Like their camps? I rate Reese's camp a lot more than I rate Gondra's camp. I think Gondra, like, who does he train with really? Like, it's not like yeah, he doesn't even announce what his gym is. I know he beat Trent Miller, but who cares? It's Trent Miller. Um, I should probably watch what I say. I'm going to extreme next week. What if I run into him? This guy's pretty scary. Um, Pretty big guy. But I just think Gondra is pretty good. Like, he KO'd Calvo. He KO'd Medina pretty fast. I know it's Medina, but pretty good. Porto submitted him pretty easily. Porto's a bum, but I don't know, man. I think Gondra is pretty dangerous, and I think this is a decent fight for him. So I'm gonna go Gondra. I think Reese definitely can be dangerous here. Probably pull a submission or find a knockout. I think both guys are dangerous, so could be really interesting. But split decision to Michelle Pereira. He subbed McVee, so that's good. He's got some decent wins. He lost to Bakoev. He got slammed by Brundage. He's got some decent wins. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I haven't really decided what I think about this fight fully, but I'm leaning Gondra early. Um, yeah. I just think Gandra has that punching power, momentum, and yeah. So I'm gonna go Ryan Gandry here, and we'll see how it plays out. Moving on, Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. I gotta go with Pinas here. Jokes aside, the guy is really good. Good takedown defense, good striking, good boxing. Can hit like a truck. I just don't think Caesar takes shots the best at this stage in his career. I think he's getting older, and I don't know. Like, he definitely is no slouch. Like, I do think this could be really close. Let me look what the odds are. Yeah, Penis is like a slight favorite, like negative 200. So I'm gonna go with Damian Penis here. I just don't think Cesar Almeida is gonna handle getting hit a lot very well. He hasn't really had the best strikers he's fought yet, so he's always been kind of the better striker of the two. Now he's kind of forced to fight someone around his level. Penis is definitely not as experienced, but the guy hits like a truck, and he's definitely not someone you want to underestimate. So I'm gonna go with Damian Penis here. I'm gonna go with KO at some point in the fight. I don't know exactly when. I just know Caesar is probably live to get anyone fighting Penis is live to get KO'd, but I just feel like because it's gonna play out on the field a lot, I feel like Damian's gonna find that KO punch. But definitely I wouldn't be surprised at a lot of things because Caesar is no slouch, man. Like people think because he's older and hasn't won a lot of fights in the UFC that maybe he's just not good. It's like no, he's good. It's just stylistic matchups make him wrestle all the time, and now you're fighting someone who's not going to wrestle with you and going to strike with you. So I don't know. Maybe this plays out good for Caesar. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. All I know for sure is it's going to be a good fight. Moving on, we have Tracy Cortez versus Kong Wang. I gotta go with. Oh, man, I'm gonna go with Kong Wang. I'm only going with her because I don't think Tracy's wrestling is very good, and or maybe not so much her wrestling, her grappling. Like she doesn't have the best control. So I'm gonna probably lean Kong here because I think Kong can get up, especially she doesn't have to worry about getting submitted. Um, I think Kong's gonna be a better striker. Um, and I just don't take Tracy that seriously. Like I know she's pretty good, especially her hands. She's got good hands, good wrestling, but I thought she had better cardio, but Blanchfield broke her. So yeah, I'm gonna go Kong here. I lean Kong. It's probably the toughest fight she's had in her UFC career, but you're bound to get tougher opponents the higher you are up the rankings. You just beat Mora, Brazil, Lipsky, been on a Brazilian kill streak. Well, for decision streak, not really kill streak, but you get what I mean. I'm gonna go Kong Wang. It's a close fight. I'm not too confident either way here. It's a step up for Kong Wang, but I think she's up for it. I think she's good enough on the feet. So, yep, I'm gonna go Kong Wang here by decision. I think decision would probably be fair. Oh man, how many fights we gotta deal with? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, about nine. Moving on, we have Kai Kamaka versus Luke Riley. I gotta go with Luke Riley here. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? Definitely not sleeping on Kamaka. Don't get me wrong, Kamaka's good, and I do think the odds are a tad wide if I'm being completely honest. But I just don't think Luke Riley is gonna struggle too much with the boxing of Kai. I think maybe calf kicks, maybe his wrestling could be an issue, but I think Kai is a little bit too basic on the feet. He definitely has power. Don't get me wrong. He scraps, but you know he's also pretty experienced. Like this is a much more experienced fighter than Luke. But Luke's special. His boxing, his striking is better. Good digs to the body, good boxing, just really good boxing. He loses the knees a little bit, doesn't really kick much or elbow, but he's a good fighter, man. And I think Luke Riley is gonna probably win this fight. I can see this being a split type fight too, because when you watch Kamaka fight, he gets pretty close. Like each fight's pretty close, and he kind of gets beat on, and then does his thing. And I don't know, man. This is a weird one because I do think the odds are wide, and I'm leaning Kamaka for the value. But man, I just can't unsee Luke Riley just piecing him up or maybe landing a KO. I doubt it because Kai's chin is really good. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Luke Riley here. That's my official pick. I'm just kind of torn because it's like the odds aren't great, and I just think the value is on Kamaka, but I just see this being a value loser. So I'm gonna go with my guy Luke Riley. We'll see how this plays out. And man, this energy drink only lasted what, like 10, 20 minutes? It's whatever. It's whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to see how far. How far am I along? I think Kai Kamaka is most likely gonna get beat up. Has he been KO'd before? Let me see here. A lot of them by split. That's funny. The last time he lost was Jonathan Pierce in 2020. I was there for that. That's funny. Anyways, Luke Riley is most likely going to win this fight, and yeah, that's all I really got to say about this fight. I just don't think I don't think Kai is has the momentum that Luke does, and I don't know, maybe, and I also don't think Luke has the experience that Kai does. So I'm really torn on this one. I do think the odds are wide. Value side does make sense to be on Kai, but I just see this being a value loser. So I'm going on Luke with Luke Riley here. So yeah, guys, pick whatever you feel most comfortable taking here. Moving on. I'm good, definitely on. Let me read the names first. We have Adrian Yanez versus Cody Garbrandt. I'm definitely on Yanez here. I think he boxes Cody's head off, and knocks him out in the first or second round. I just think Cody is a shell of his former self, and he's gonna try to wrestle Yanez. And I just don't think, Cody wants to be in there with someone like Yanez. Yanez is coming off a very controversial draw, I think it was. But he clearly won that fight against Simone, so I don't. And that showed he could get up. So I'm gonna go with Adrian Yanez. He's probably one of my more confident picks on that card. I just think Cody Garbrandt's pretty washed, and he's just not there to fight anymore. He's there to like try to win, which is fine. But it's like, he's just kind of going through the motions. What it feels like. Like I just don't get that same hunger feeling I get from when I used to watch Cody. So I'm gonna go on Yanez here. I think Yanez probably starts as in first or second, but who knows, man? This is Cody Garbrandt we're talking about. He may not be the best Cody we've seen, but he's still Cody Garbrandt, so he's gonna be fast. He's gonna be, um, you know, trying some different takedowns out, and who knows? They might work. They might not. His combos are always so fast. Maybe he catches Yanez, but I don't know. I think Yanez is too technical for this guy at this point in their careers. So I'm gonna go with Adrian Yanez here, reluctantly, yeah. And I don't think Cody Garbrandt's really in it anymore. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. Time will tell. Um, yeah, I think Yanez probably stops him first or second round with a hook to the head, or I think his main threats are his hooks, but we'll see. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far through on the exact strike that lands that knocks him out. I never usually do that, but sometimes I do. Most of the time I don't. But yeah, I gotta go with Yanez here. Moving on. Gable Stevens versus Ellison. Come on, man. Do you guys even need a breakdown for this fight? Like, honestly, be serious. Like, what do I need to say about this? Obviously, Alicia Ellison's gonna win. Like, obviously. Okay, but for real, Gable Stevenson's gonna kill this guy. It's not even close. Ellison is awful, and it's just too easy to predict what's gonna happen here. Gable Stevens either gonna knock him out or TKO him in the first round. So Gable Stevenson, easy money. Yeah, nothing else really to say. I'm not sitting here talking about this fight for longer than a minute. Even a minute is being generous. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from this. Moving on, Robert Whitaker versus Nikita Krylov. That's so good. I gotta go with Whitaker, but I don't know. The thing with Whitaker is you are not a 205er, and you're fighting Krylov, who is a natural 205er. That right there to me is a red flag, just because I don't think that's a good idea. Fighting two weight classes above when you were struggling at 85. Yeah, you got wins in. Yeah, you're still dangerous. I get it, but like 170. Yeah, sure, you could go up a weight, but like 185 is pushing it. Now you're going to 205. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't do that, bro. It's a lot of weight. A lot of weight. But yeah, Whitaker's going to take a chance at 205. He's fighting Nikita Krylov. Krylov's pretty unorthodox. Rob's very technical. I feel like this could be a good spot for Rob here, but I think Nikita's dangerous and he's hungry, especially after his last win. So yeah, ignore this eye thing. Like I'm really tired and I'm doing my best not to pass out here, but it's definitely difficult. So I'm gonna go Robert Whitaker KO. I don't know, man. Maybe not even a KO. I don't know, man. Rob Whitaker. I think it's probably gonna be KO or decision because I think Whitaker is going to look for that signature head kick, and he's going to be looking for those big moments, and he's got power. So maybe it translates to 205. I would hope so, but you never know. It's a lot of never knows with this card. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Whitaker here, and we'll see how it plays out. I'm not too confident yet. I still think it's a pretty close fight, but yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? This could be one-way traffic for Whitaker. It could be a KO for Krylov, or it could be a good fight that yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm going with Robert Whitaker though. Moving on. Terrence McKinney versus King Green. Okay. Oh my goodness. I am dead tired. I don't know how I even made it this long. How long have I been going? Let me see here. 42 minutes. It's not that bad. It's not like my longest stream or anything. Not stream, but YouTube video. I got honestly, I don't know. Like Terrence McKinney, yeah, I guess round one. It's always Terrence McKinney in one, but I could see this getting really ugly for McKinney as it gets extended, and maybe breaks. Maybe Ken Green just puts a beating on him because Green wrestled too, but Terrence is just younger and stronger, so I do think he's probably gonna win those early grappling exchanges. But I do think King Green can just make it a dogfight, grinding style, make him work. I feel like he could break him. But I don't know. I don't know what style Green's gonna come in, especially early when Terrence is fresh. So I don't know, man. I gotta go with Terrence McKinney just because it's a round one starting fight, and McKinney's one of the most dangerous round one guys in the sport. So can't underestimate that. But you also have to. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. Honestly, I'm so tired. You guys are gonna have to excuse my fatigue. I'm doing my best because again, I don't know. I'm gonna be pretty busy next little bit, packing, getting shit done. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I got Terrence McKinney here by probably, I don't even know, probably sub, I guess. I don't know, because I don't think he is this one punch power. It's mostly like TKO, and I don't see Green quitting on himself very often. So I'll probably go like submission or something. I feel like that's most likely what's going to happen, but who knows? Yeah. Moving on. Oh my goodness, how many more left? Four? Okay, I could do that. I could bang these out. Brandon Royval versus Lanier Kavanaugh. I gotta go with. Man, this is another one. It's like I don't know. Like this is like fights I really like. I want to watch them, obviously, but it's like it's not like my main priority. Like there's other fights on the card. Not even just fight, sorry, just things going on that week. A lot less now, but we don't need to rehash that. Corey Sandhagen, I think Sandhagen most likely wins this fight just because Bautista needs to grapple you, and if he can't get his grappling going, he's going to struggle on the feet. Sandhagen's already beat him once, so he's riding with confidence going into this one. Did I say Sandhagen? Mario? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. I got ahead of myself. Royval, I just feel like the thing with Royval is he's going to struggle with the speed of Kavanaugh. I feel like Kavanaugh's probably going to win. Um, yeah, I have it like a slight lean for Kavanaugh. I just think Royval's a little too hittable, but definitely could be an interesting fight. I think if this was 5 rounds, or sorry, an interesting class. See, what am I talking about? Yeah, interesting fight. I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I think Kavanaugh's gonna, do his flashy stuff. Royval's gonna be unorthodox, and I feel like it's just gonna come to one beautiful point where. How much time do I have with my? Let me see something, because I might have to get my booster juice today. Expires today. Okay, so I gotta get my booster juice today. Oh, I got one booster juice. I gotta take it. But yeah. Anyways, I gotta go with. I'm going with Kavanaugh here. I think Kavanaugh is gonna be too fast, too quick, too sharp, and I think Royval's definitely not the is riding a wave of momentum or confidence as he's coming to a loss. He's coming from a loss from Cap and with a KO. So I'm gonna go Kavanaugh here. Um, I don't think it's a very, you know, I don't think it's a really easy bet to have, but I think he's gonna win. So we'll see. I got Kavanaugh in this fight. We'll see how it plays out. We got a friend here. Oh, I know we had another cat. We had to give her away. A little closer to the camera. I know. Are you on the screen? She's a good girl. No, she just stares. It's crazy. I don't get how she just stares. Yeah, I'm on Kavanaugh here. I got Kavanaugh by maybe decision, because man, it's hard to put Royval away. I mean, maybe it's easier now because he just got put away, but I don't know. We'll see. I got Kavanaugh KO or decision. We'll see how it plays out. Moving on. Mario Bautista versus Corey Sandhagen. I gotta go with Corey Sandhagen here. I like Batista. He cashed me out against that cheating scumbag, Vinicius Oliveira. Justice for Feely, and fire Herb Dean. You know, I used to not think that maybe Pereira was overreacting, but really Herb Dean is the worst of the game. It is what it is, though. I got to go with Corey Sandhagen. I think Sandhagen has beat him already. He's got confidence. It's gonna be hard to out wrestle Corey. Even with good cardio, 3 rounds, it's gonna be hard to put a pace on him. And if you're forced to strike with him, I think Corey's just the better striker. It's definitely close. I'm not going to sit here and say Corey's easy win. No, no. I'm probably going to skip these two fights from a betting perspective. I'm more likely to bet Kavanaugh than I am Corey. But yeah, I got to go with Kavanaugh, or sorry, Corey Sandhagen here. I'm not confident. I lean him. Probably like 60%. I lean Corey, but you never know, man. Batista is on a roll right now. He's on all the sweet stuff, you know. And I don't know, maybe just wrestle Corey at like a freaky high pace or cage push. I don't know. But Mario's knows how to win, and Corey's needs a win. So both guys are coming in motivated. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I gotta go with Corey. I don't know. I don't know exactly The method of victory, I'm not really too sure. Maybe decision, maybe KO. I don't know, man. It's definitely a tricky one to call. But yeah, I'm on Corey Sandhagen here. We'll see how it plays out. Moving on. Benoit Saint Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. I gotta go with Benoit Saint Denis. I really don't know what to think with this guy. I've seen this guy get really, really tired, but just knows how to push through the fatigue. Whereas Paddy, I've seen him get really tired as well, but I don't know. Um, I don't know. I think the thing with Paddy is he's dangerous on the feet and he's dangerous on the ground, more so on the feet than the ground. Against the better guys, I think Benoit is pretty safe on the ground with Paddy, but I just don't know about his striking. I mean, he looked pretty good lately. He's at a good gym now in Paris, this Venom gym, and I think Paddy is a little still too hittable on the feet. So I don't know. Maybe Benoit can catch him. I'm gonna go Benoit, but I'm gonna be rooting for Paddy, obviously, just because his star power is a little better for the sport. But Benoit is most likely the side, just because one negative 150 is pretty fair in my opinion. I think you know there's a lot worse bets on the card, and negative 150 to me isn't the worst because I do think Benoit's probably gonna grind him out if he doesn't get knocked out or finished in the process. So I'm gonna go with Benoit Saint Denis here. Definitely not a kind of a very popular pick, just because. Well, I know people think he's gonna win, but a lot of people aren't, rooting for him, and I'm not either. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like it's Benoit Saint Denis is definitely, you know, definitely coming for war. And for 3 rounds, I feel like he's gonna put it on Paddy, but we'll see. I think Paddy's cardio can hold up, so I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight, though. I know that for sure. Moving on to the main event of the evening, we have Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I never in a million years thought I would be in a Conor McGregor fight week, but here we are. I got Conor. I got Max, but man, I could see Conor knocking him out. Like Conor is 170. He's maybe not the biggest 170 like fought Prates or something, but he is a 170 pounder. He's already fought here. He's done it. He's got a finish here. Finished in 3 different weight classes. So obviously his power translates. And Max, I don't know, he just doesn't look good. Like we'll have to see him his physique, come weigh-ins on Friday. But I just think he doesn't look very good. Like he looks kind of like weak. Like he could just pick him up and throw him around. His striking is it's okay. I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be a good match for him at 170 because you're going to be forced to rely on power, or at least have some power. And if you don't have any power, it's going to be really hard for the kids. I don't know. It's gonna be hard for the kids to really. What am I saying? That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's not as bad as normal when I get delirious, but I don't know, man. I just have a lot of things in my head. Anyways, Max Holloway is. I don't know. You can't really take him seriously with the power at 170. His volume's always going to be there. He's always a slow starter, so that could be up playing to his advantage. Maybe lots of feints could, go a long way. I think McGregor is probably going to get tired. He's been off for 5 years with that leg injury. So who knows what shape he's going to come into. But if I had to guess, not the best shape, but who knows. But yeah, I got Max here. This is not a fight I would advise betting on, just because I think Conor McGregor is very live to knock him out, just because of circumstances, weight, just fought, etc., etc. I think Conor's gonna. I think Conor's probably gonna. I don't know. He could find a knockout, but I don't know, man. I'm so torn here. There's so many fights that I'm pretty torn on. Um, yeah, McGregor's, you know, biggest comeback of UFC history with that broken leg, and I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I just don't know what to think because Conor McGregor, this is 170. This is his weight class, and we got 155 Holloway, who's just kind of puffed up for this fight. So I don't know what Holloway's plans are, or what he wants to look like for the fight. Maybe that gives him more power. I don't know, but it's pretty confusing. I'll be honest. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty chill when it comes to this kind of stuff, man. Like, I don't know. Anyways, let's wrap it up there. I got Holloway, slight lean, not confident. Let me give you guys my prospect of the card. Sorry, guys, I'm super tired. I'm crashing the second I'm done here. It's got to be Gable Stevenson or Damian Pinas here. Probably one of the two options. Luke Riley. There's a few prospects fighting on this card. Fight of the night, probably maybe Kavanaugh and Lonair. Maybe um, I don't know. Maybe Luke Riley and Kamaka. I don't know. Now, if we go to my top five picks, obviously Stevenson number one. I would say Yanez number two, Riley number three, Benoit Saint Denis six. Number seven. That's where it gets a little tricky. I would probably go. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Damian Pinas. Where the heck is it? Oh, they're down here. Yeah, I got Damian Pinas as my fifth pick, most confident. Anyways, like, subscribe, guys. You know the drill. Um, hoping I get there safely, and that should be a good week. God willing. Let's have a, good rest of it. We're already done halfway through the year. Over 400 units made. Insane year, biggest year I've ever had. Let's keep it going. We lost yesterday on EFC, but we got BKFC today. Light week this week. Not doing Airs FC today. Pretty shit card. But I got BKFC today and Octagon tomorrow. I think we have Cage Warriors tomorrow. No, we have Cage Warriors tomorrow. And then next week got Octagon UFC and a few others. So one FC's back next week. So yeah, anyways, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. Until next time. Well, yeah, like, subscribe. You know the drill. And join the Discord. Don't be weird. Tell me who you are. Not you don't have to give me your real name. Just tell me what's up. Introduce yourself, be somewhat active in the Discord. You don't have to be active every card or whatever. Like once a month, once or twice a month, it's fine. But you just be active. Let me know who you are, and it'll be all good. Come cash some tickets with me. Um, Page is free. Uh, the server's free. Everything's free. If you're not in the VIP, it's because I don't know if you're a bot or not. So yeah, send me a DM if you're in the Discord and just haven't been in the VIP. Send me a DM. Again, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. God bless you all. God bless you all. Peace.